Hi there, it's Phoenix. Bless you all, and thank you for being witnesses to the awakening of Phoenix, from trauma to spirituality. Make no mistake of it, you are not here by accident. This is meant for you. And as you keep watching, I pray for your healing. God bless you.
I've been having low energy. If you have depression, then you know your body can feel so heavy it literally feels like you're wearing a suit of armor. So I celebrate. I was able to push through and present myself the way my heart wanted to. So you see, you have to celebrate every victory.
Become ready to take responsibility for your own healing. How do you do that? And what does it look like when you have a disabling mental illness due to trauma? Or even multiple traumas, right? Because we want to move out of the whole mentality, that whole energy, right? We want to move out of the mind state of trauma to spirituality and in God's time, because we can no longer to afford to keep wasting time. And we have to heal ourselves, just not in our time or in someone else's time, in God's time. And spirituality, from trauma to spirituality, because that is where there is strength to heal and to take the necessary steps to move forward. Maybe your first step is letting go, and that part of letting go is getting it out instead of keeping it all bottled up inside. Because when you don't let go, then that's when it festers and destroys you from the inside out, from inside out. And by the time it gets out, you can best believe you're in deep. Because all that we keep bottled up inside thinking, we're just doing the right thing. Thinking if we voice what happened, nobody's gonna give a fuck. They won't even understand. Maybe we'll sound like we're whining. Or letting go means not talking about it. Or just ignoring, just completely ignoring it. Eventually, it'll go away, right? The pain will lessen. Woo. Maybe you've lived the label or the notion that people will think that you're making up excuses for some of your behavior. Maybe a gaslighting type of silencing has taken place. Regardless, we stay silent, letting it destroy us inside. And just like a cup that will overflow when it gets full, so will everything that you kept bottled up inside and let fester. And it will begin to intricately map out its destruction in all aspects and facets of your life. And this type of cup that runneth over, more than likely, will succeed in its poisonous destruction to your life. And maybe even become detrimental to your character. And it can give off, you know what I'm saying? It can emit a strong negative energy. And mind you, when we're in this state of mind, this state of being, right? We are unaware. We're unaware that we're giving off such a negative energy, you know? Because we're not doing it on purpose. which will make the isolation that it causes 100, 1,000 times worse. And it puts people off because it's catchy, right? So, just think about it. Everyone is dealing with something. Everyone has things they need to heal from and are fighting their own battles and trying to stay positive. Keep the energy of positivity around them. So they will avoid you at all costs. Seriously, have you ever heard the saying, the whole room lights up when she walks in? Or when that person smiles, they brighten up the whole room. Well, in fact, negative energy can do just the same, but the opposite. And it can also attract and attach itself to the same kind of negative energy as itself. We'll get into that later. So yeah, you can literally begin to repel people. I repelled people. And you can repel people and become isolated, unwanted, forgotten. How? How do you take responsibility to heal then? You have to let go. Break the silence. And if you've held on for so long, it's not easy, but you can do it. We got this. You got this. You have to break your silence. So that's what we're doing now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. When I started this journey here for this channel, The Awakening Phoenix, from trauma and spirituality, and telling my story, and I had so much positivity and hope and empowerment and inspiration. And just all those things. And I had no idea that it was going to be this hard to get it out. But like I said, it is so difficult because I remained silent for so long. All of my children, they're grown, and they're living their own lives. So now I feel like I don't have to keep putting myself aside anymore. I can begin to heal. I had all these videos made that were going to tell my story, and I just found out I had just been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. And now I see why all these things that happened to me, God, the bullying from other children, never fitting into my age group. And I just didn't belong. I never belonged. And family, sex, being molested, the childhood trauma that I experienced. All of the trauma that I experienced, that I had as a child, They knew I was different. And because of my culture, it wasn't that I was different. I was looked at as bad or a brat. So now this is part of my healing. So I'm reaching out to my tribe. Thank you for listening. To all of you brave ones out there, like a phoenix, keep rising. Don't give up. You got this. We got this. In God's time, we got this. If you understand where I'm coming from, please reach out back. Please reach back out. And don't ever give up. God, through whatever storm you're going through, God has a plan. God always has a plan. Don't ever give up. You got this. I know I got this. It's emotional right now, and it's hard. Ooh. But there's always this something, right? There's always this something in there, like no matter how devastating it feels or sounds, no matter how hard it comes at you, there's always this something. That's God. That's the Most High. That's your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I know there's no J in the Hebrew alphabet. Jesus, he wasn't born with that name. Yeshua, from Hebrew to Greek, Yeshua, Joshua, Lesuus, Jesus, all right? But he is your rock. So whatever you're going through, even if it's something like this, autism spectrum disorder, don't give up. You got this. Thank you.
And remember, it is not just your spirituality that can define your journey. It is your journey that can define your spirituality. Bless you all. Thank you for watching. And join this community by subscribing to this channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on what is to come.